All right, I teased the cornerback situation before we came back. And matter of fact, Lucas informed us that Daniel Jeremiah actually dropped his first, I don't know if this is his first mock draft, but an updated mock draft for the offseason. And he actually has the Detroit Lions taking the position which I don't think can be ignored in this year's draft, especially in that first round. Devon Witherspoon, cornerback of Illinois. Mm-hmm. And I'm here for it. I think they have to go cornerback.
Yes.
I used to say interior defensive lineman, and I still definitely think that's a need, but the names at the top of this draft and my amateur rankings of them, I think this could be like a year of the cornerback. I mean, there's a lot of cold-ass dudes I think they're in there. I think this is Christian Gonzalez. I would be mad if they reached and plucked that one at 6. Devon Witherspoon, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have to do a little bit more homework on him.
Dog.
I feel like it's just this week they started talking about him too, but definitely a dog. I saw he had like 4, only allowed 1 touchdown, I think, in his career at Illinois, if I'm not mistaken. 4 interceptions last year even. Like, it was 6'4". I'm sorry, not 6'4", I apologize. 6 foot flat. 180 pounds. This is from like the stuff I was looking at this morning. Now, me personally, I'm still a Christian Gonzalez guy.
Yeah.
I like the length and the fact that David Blouse is his brother-in-law. Mm-hmm. I think that that's hand in hand.
That puts it over the top for sure.
But
I look at their acumens, their body type, their skills, what they can do.
Yeah.
But one of them's
brother-in-law's
David Blouse.
That's a 5-star.
Yeah.
You can't pass that up.
Yeah, for sure.
His sister's literally an Olympic sprinter.
Yeah, she's bad too.
It's good genes. She is gorgeous. But I do think, I don't think it's a reach. And I think you've been seeing it like a trend a little bit more too in the NFL. Like the cornerbacks taken early, they've been dogs as of late. We talked about the J.C. Horn, which is another like Joey Porter example too of guys. I don't know if Joey goes 6. I could see Joey being there at 18. At least a little bit like mock drafts I've been doing in PFF. But am I tripping? Like, should cornerback be like the first position?
I wouldn't be mad at it for sure. I think they would be able to trade back possibly and still get away with taking one of those top cornerbacks. You look at what our guy Mike Kimber in the Woodward Sports Chat said. He's huge cornerback market in the draft, full of talent. It's true. There are a lot of cornerbacks in this draft that could be studs out there. Obviously, you're all projecting things, but the Lions will draft a cornerback in the first round, no doubt. And whether that be at 6 or whether it be at 18, we'll see. But they're going to get one of those guys. I like Christian Gonzalez a lot as well. After our guy, Russ put us on to him and gave us a breakdown of what's going on with him. But I've always been a Joey Porter guy since we started talking about 2 first-round picks. I was like, since months ago, my dream scenario was Jalen Carter, Joey Porter Jr. Obviously, that's probably not going to happen unless a miracle happens and Jalen Carter falls. But I would not be mad with either of those picks.
And again, I think like you're seeing too these cornerbacks taking that. Like used to be, and Adam was one of these guys too. Like it was all about like draft value, whatever, positional value in the draft. But you're seeing these cornerbacks getting taken like earlier and earlier each year. Stingley this year, Ahmad Gardner this year, Sauce Gardner. Sorry for calling him Ahmad. Should we go
call
back?
him by his government?
Should we go back? Say that's my dog.
Jeez.
No, Jeff Okudah was one. Obviously, he had like a rough beginning to his, but J.C. Horn after that one. Who's my man too? And
C.J. Henderson a couple years ago.
C.J. Henderson before him too in Jacksonville. Yeah, but I think he's second.
He was second.
Yeah, dog though. I like Asante Samuel Jr. a lot. But I mean that bloodline talk that we're talking about though too, like the Joey Porter Jr. Like if they wait and take him at 18, I'm not tripping. But I'm really finding myself fall in love with Christian Gonzalez.
Because he knows David Blouse.
Because he knows David Blouse, brother.
I mean, I like the fact that they want the Lions to address cornerback, but I think if we go get, like we were saying earlier, if we can get a good front 7, that will help your secondary out so much. Like we do have a lot of young talent in the secondary that it really hasn't produced yet. Like, yes, Kirby's balling out, and I think that's crucial. I think when we bring back Tracy Walker, those two are going to bang it out and be balls. But they'll be good. But I think my guy for the Detroit Lions, I think we go the first round, don't take a cornerback. And with our first, second-round pick, the guy named Emmanuel Forbes out of Mississippi State. And Jeff in the back put me onto this guy. And what?
So behind you.
But Emmanuel Forbes out of Mississippi State. This guy in 2020 had 5 interceptions. In 2021 he had 4. And then in 2022, he had 6 interceptions.
Do you want this guy in the first round?
No, he's going to be available in the second. I guarantee it. Unless some NFL GM is just going to be up there and saying, this is my guy, I'm taking him regardless. He is going to be there at the second. And if you go and watch this guy's highlights and you just watch his film, he's a spitting image of Sauce Gardner, and he just produces. I mean, he's a playmaker, and he's a fucking dog. So that's who I want in the second. I think if we can just shore up the front 7 with our first 2 picks, our defense will be a wrap for the year.
I'll be calm down comparing people to Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Sauce
Like,
Gardner,
it's
the first
identical.
rookie cornerback.
It's
40
identical to the
years,
arm
bro.
sleeve and everything.
The arm sleeve.
my God.
Go watch. Hold up.
Hey, Lucas. Hey, yeah, they're both black.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
And they
like
wear arm
I'm
sleeves.
saying the shooting
JB.
sleeve.
JB's out of here now. We really got a studio full of school shooters.
School shooters are rookies.
Yeah, see you later, JB.
Have fun. Don't forget your lube.
Yeah, he's JB's going to see SmackDown today.
Look up a picture of Emmanuel Forbes right now.
In the see, they're both black, and they have the arm sleeve identical. Dude's gonna be the next Sauce Gardner. Quarterbacks selected in the top 10 in the last 3 drafts. You tell me if they're good or not. Derek Stingley,
Yes, good,
Sauce Gardner,
good.
J.C. Horn,
Good, very good.
Patrick Surtain,
Very good.
Jeff Okudah.
He's good.
Yeah, he's good. Like a lower voice, good.
He's good.
Yeah, he's good. C.J. Henderson.
Good.
Yeah. Well, probably Jeff Okudah lane, right?
Yeah, he's good.
He's good.
He's all right.
But I mean, look, it's trending that way. I think Christian Gonzalez going to be it. Like, the only way I don't think they take a cornerback, and it pairs perfectly too with the scenario you set up too. If they truly sign a Marcus Peters, again, just remember the relationship with Rasheem Mathis and Darius Slay and how he kind of like helped escort him. I don't want to use that word.
Elevate.
Oh, there you go. Elevate him to a Pro Bowl caliber like cornerback.
Yeah.
Like think of that same relationship because Marcus Peters, another former. Rasheem used to be a dog way back when he was in Jacksonville. He had a couple of good ass years, but Marcus Peters, that same guy, even better because I think he's going to be able to produce more than Rasheem did at that time too. But if you're drafting that. Christian Gonzalez or Devon Witherspoon. Again, this guy's coming up quickly, and people are in love with him, and I'm going to continue doing my homework on him. But Christian Gonzalez is the guy that I want. But you can Joey Porter at 18. The only way I don't see that happening, though, is if like a C.J. Stroud, like one of those crazy names. The names we're all in love with, right? Either those top 2 quarterbacks or I guess it depends how you're ranking your quarterbacks. Jalen Carter or
God, if Jalen
Anderson.
Carter falls, dude, that'd be bricked up.
I try talking myself into it, but I just don't see
It's
it.
impossible.
Like, just think about, like, if we would have, like, you know how the Commanders just have, like, a first-round pick at every spot. You can't run against the Commanders. And in playoff time, what are teams going to be doing? They're going to be running the ball on you. So we can stop the run. I think if we just try to go second-round secondary, one of them are going to pop. I mean, Kirby was a third-round pick. Tariq Woolen this year, late-round pick, and he's a dog.
So you don't want to go secondary first round? Or
no,
you want to go?
No, I think if we stack up the front 7.
Who do you want to get in the front 7 in that with both of those picks? You like Brian Brisset or?
Yeah, I mean, with the 18th, I would have to look because it would be weird. But definitely with 6, we should 100% be addressing the front 7. I really like Breesy. I know it's not like a sexy pick that you're like, oh, we have Brian Breesy. But as far as
he's
just
a
like
reach at 6.
it's kind of like the Penei Sewell. Like, it's nothing like crazy sexy, but wow, is that going to be essential when you need it?
Penei was sexy, though.
Penei was sexy.
It just depends.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a heavyweights. I'm a receiver guy.
Yeah.
I don't think Brisset has the same kind of
No.
acumen as like Penei Sewell. People were saying like if there's a one guaranteed Hall of Famer in this draft, it's going to be Penei
I don't
Sewell.
know, bro. Breesy, he's produced at every level.
He is not the caliber of prospect as Penei Sewell.
I agree, but I think he has the like one of those guys that you're like, oh, how did we miss this guy?
I feel like a lot of his hype too, like, and again, I could be completely wrong on this, and I'm totally open to being completely wrong on this. I'm not a Brisset guy. Like, he played alongside of Miles Murphy. He's also, projected to go ahead of him. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like when you play alongside like those type of caliber of players, like you're gonna naturally look better, right? Like that's why you want to draft those guys. So like the rest of those guys along your defensive line elevate from it.
But my thing is like between those two, who really looked better?
Miles Murphy all day.
Why?
All day. What do you mean why? Have you watched him?
No, I'm not saying like that's bad, but why was Miles like I'm saying there was a lot of pressure that we weren't seeing like that was going to Brian Brisset just because he's such a fucking man in the inside. You know what I mean?
No, I feel like all the double teams are going Miles Murphy's way.
I mean, Miles Murphy's no doubt a
monster.
dog. Like if we took him over Brisset, I'd be like I wouldn't care.
He's going over Brisset all day.
Yeah, like but I'm just saying like.
And I'm not
to
even
what you're
tripping
saying.
of like where people, and I get this too, right? A conversation that we actually had with Russell Brown was that the Detroit Lions already have the emergence of James Houston, and I'm with that. Like James Houston is a dog, but one thing I think people are forgetting is James Houston's actually a free agent after next year.
Yeah.
Because the Detroit Lions initially cut him.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so he's actually like signed into like a 2-year deal. Last year being one, and then this year being the next one, because they cut him from the initial 53-man roster. So he's not on a rookie deal. He's on that whatever deal they signed him after the.
Yeah, he's low key on. Well, he is on a contract year next year. Then, isn't
he? Yep.
See what he does.
And he hasn't like. I mean, he'll have a big sample size, but not compared to like really season and a half.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he can impress. Hopefully he can do what he did, but you'd love to see him impress and get that bag.